Hey guys, this is Abhishek from GadgetJuice.com, and we have done a lot of videos on Xiaomi Redmi Note 3, but we haven't tested the display. So in this video what we are going to do is, we are going to do a drop test, we are going to do a scratch test, and we are going to do a spill test as well on the display of Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. As far as protection is concerned, we have no information about whether there is certain amount of protection on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3, but we will test it in our drop test as well as in other tests which we will do on the display. And we have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 over there, and we will test it in this video. So let's get started and let's start testing the display of this device in terms of durability, in terms of day-to-day usage, as well as in terms of the overall strength you can have. So let's start with the scratch test, and we will try to see whether the display on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 is scratchless or not. And we have different things over there to try scratching the display. We have a knife over there, we have this SIM ejection tray tool, we have a coin over there, and we have a pen drive. So I will start with the pen drive and try to see whether I can scratch the display. First of all, I would like to show you that the display does not have any kind of scratches as of now, and you can see that. So this is a fresh display. We have not tried scratching it earlier, so let me do it right now. And as you can see, as I try to scratch it, the display is not getting any scratches, and I can easily clean this thing with the help of a cloth over there, and you can see that the scratches are not there. So let me try another object which we have, which is a coin. So let me try scratching it with a coin. So again, it does have certain amount of protection. However, there is no Gorilla Glass on this device, but this device might have the Asahi Dragon Trail glass, which we cannot confirm, but this is something which we have heard. So again, you can see that the scratches are not there on this display, which is still good. Let me try with some other subjects over there. And we have the SIM ejection tool, and this is pretty pointed, but again, this is also not causing any kind of scratches on the display, or looks like there are some scratches. Let me try to show that to you. So there are some scratches, I believe. Yes, they are very minute. I don't know whether you can see that, but there are some scratches on the display. Let me try to wipe it off so that I can show it. So you can see that there is a scratch over there. Again, I can see them easily with naked eyes, so you can definitely scratch it, but difficult to scratch display this phone actually has. So that's how it is. And let me try doing it with a knife, which is again also kind of pointed. But the most pointed thing out of all these is this SIM ejection tool, with which if you try to scratch it, if you apply some more pressure, you can actually scratch the display. So it is scratchless to an extent, but not completely. You can definitely scratch the display. Okay, this has been deformed because I applied some more pressure, but overall the display is good, I would say. As far as scratchless thing is concerned, it is fairly scratchless, and in day-to-day usage you won't see scratches easily on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. So now we are ready to do the drop test of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. We have not dropped this phone earlier, and we are doing this drop test for the first time because we have got a lot of queries for it, and people are asking whether you can do a drop test. So we will do the drop test only for once, and I will do it from a moderate height, not from much height over there, which we have done with other phones. And again, this phone does not have Corning Gorilla Glass. So in case you are wondering about whether it has that protection, it does not have it, but it does have some other third-party protection which we are not sure what it is because there is no clarity on that. So in this video, let's find out whether it can actually survive a normal drop, which we will do from this particular height, and let's see whether it can actually break or not. And again, we are dropping it on a tile floor. It is not a very hard floor, but still it is a pretty hard floor for a device like this which has this much of display. So on the count of 3, I will drop it, and let's see whether it can actually survive. So as you can see, we have dropped it, and the phone is working fine. As far as display is concerned, there is no problem. Touchscreen is working fine, and it has landed on this particular edge, and there is a small dent over there which you can see. Apart from that, the phone is working fine. There is no problem with anything. and let me drop it one more time, and this is the second time I'm going to drop it, and in this case I will drop it for a slightly more height, and I will turn on the recording so that we can record what happened when you what happened when you drop the phone. So I have started the recording right now, and you can see that the recording is right now started. So let me drop it on the count of 3 from this height now, and we are going to drop it like this. Maybe I just hold it like this and drop it. So we have just dropped it, and this time again it is working fine. Let me stop the recording, and it is still working fine. So now we will do a water drop test on this device to see whether this device actually has some oleophobic coating. However, this device is not waterproof, so don't dip this thing inside water, but let me try dropping some water on the display and see how well it survives that. So as you can see, it is a water drop, and because this device has an oleophobic coating, that is why you see this drop like this. Otherwise this could have dispersed over the display completely. And again, if I wipe it off from the display, let's see if we have something left over there. So I've just wiped it off, and you can see that the display is having an oleophobic coating, and that is why there is nothing over there. So even in case some oil get in touch with the display on the surface, you can wipe it off, and it has the oleophobic coating, so it won't leave any traces over there on the display.